Well, I guess it's time. What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, here with my review for the film Marvel Studios presents The Eternal or Eternals.
Movies. I love movies.
Eternals is the newest film presented by Marvel Studios. And this time, this film is directed by Chloé Zhao. She is the same director who did one of my favorite films of this year, or last year, not this year, last year, called No Man's Land, starring Frances McDormand. Yeah, this film is pretty much about gods. So, this film is starring a bunch of people, man, for real. This film is starring Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, Richard Madden, Kumail Nanjiani, Brian Tyree Henry, and Kit Harington. And the plot of the film is that the Eternals are pretty much introducing the new team of superheroes to the MCU. This epic story it spans over 1,000 years. It's about a group of undeadly heroes with different superpowers and how they shaped the Earth's history and the civilization. Yeah! I had the opportunity to see this film yesterday. I've seen a lot of film recently. I saw Last Night in Soho on Monday, and I saw this yesterday, and today later I'm going to see Army of Thieves. So I've seen 3 films that is pretty much on the screening. So yeah, let's talk about it. You know, I enjoy Eternals. Is it one of the better Marvel films of this year? No, I'm sorry, it's not. I think the Shang-Chi is a better film than this one. But, you know, I still enjoy this film for what it was. The first thing about this that I really enjoy is the direction. The direction by Chloé Zhao is beautiful. It looks so expensive in a way that it's so marvelous. But watching these scenes, and it looks really different in a way when it comes to the cinematography, that is it feels outside an MCU film, and it doesn't have that same template. It has a little bit of a different one, and it reminds me so much of No Man's Land when it comes to cinematography. In a way, it just feels, it feels expensive. I like that Chloé Zhao pretty much expand her cinematography and the vision with this film. You know, I think it's great that they have an auteur like Chloé Zhao who can pretty much delve into the comic book world and also pretty much give us a story that we can pretty much relate to. Overall, yeah, it has gods in it. It has mutants. It has robots. It has all of the different types of elements. But in the end, this film is about a love story. And I like the love story. I think that the love story overall, it feels genuine, and it is pretty much the core and the heart of the film. And the team with different people, with different superheroes and different lives, and how they pretty much change as humans, how they pretty much change with times. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. You know, they're pretty much, like I said, they're gods. So you see them, you know, stop wars and stop catastrophic incidents. And, you know, it's amazing just to see how they were still here in our world and how they helped. And I also liked the backstory, not the backstory, but pretty much the explanation of why they haven't been introduced earlier when it comes to, especially, you know, the incident in New York with the first Avengers and stuff like that, and Endgame, and, you know, the blip and all stuff like that. And I like the reasoning why they haven't been introduced. It feels cool. But Icarus, played by Richard Madden, he's cool. I like him a lot. And like I said, you know, it's a triangle. It's a triangle drama starring Icarus and, you know, Cersei and Dan, who is human, played by Kit Harington. If you are waiting to see Richard Madden and Kit Harington, being on the screen together, once again, they played Jon Snow and Robb Stark. I'm gonna say it like this: they're not on the screen that much together. I want to see the comeback with the Stark brothers, but they had like 2-3 scenes together, so it was kind of short. Like I said, I think the drama overall and the love story is handled great. It's really good. The acting, awesome. Angelina Jolie as Cena, she was good. Kingo, played by Kumail Nanjiani, really good. I thought he was really fun. He probably is the actor who is having the most fun. You can clearly see in his eyes that he just enjoys being in the MCU. Like, he was super happy. And also, like, he was super rich. So it was awesome to see how this actor pretty much dealt with that. The characters are good, but we also got characters that are pretty much lacking and that has flaws. Some of the characters are comedic relief, and some of the characters are also pretty much, I think, are handled wrong. They don't have that much of screen time, and they don't have that much of a character for us to even root or relate to. So when we see them, they look cool, they're there, but every time stakes was happening to these characters, I couldn't I couldn't relate to those characters. So it was hard to me to even invest to these characters. So yeah, I think that is the thing that I really enjoyed. The action, the action is good. It has these bombastic action scenes. The CGI, it works well for what it is. It is an uneven film because I think the biggest flaw is that it's generic in a way that we've seen those type of films in the MCU. So to me, I don't know if I'm growing a little bit of fatigue, but it's just like it works well, but I wanted it to be different. I wanted it to be given something that is a little bit more of originality, because it has Academy Award winning director doing this. So I wanted this to be as original as it could be, but it wasn't. It just was pretty much a standard MCU film. Sprite as a character to me was just she had an awesome introduction, but I think that her character pretty much was wasted. I wanted the villain to be better handled, but it wasn't. It was just there, and it looks cool. But I think a way to handle a villain when it comes to MCU that was given to us this year with Shang-Chi, with the Mandarin. I think the Mandarin was handled better, but the villain here, I don't know. Preview is more private to the protagonist and the gang. So the dynamic duo or the dynamic team. Yeah, overall this film is a nice looking film, but it's not different. It's not a film that is sticking out as something that has its own identity, like Black Panther or even Shang-Chi or who else, Captain America, Winter Soldiers, films like that has its own genre. The only different genre with this is this is a drama comedy with a little bit of a romance in it. But to me, it's just uneven because it feels like she wanted to deal with a lot of stuff, and some stuff was handled great while the other stuff was just handled pretty sloppy, to be honest. And I think the third act, to me, it became a boom, boom, bombastic, all over the place with CGI fest. But by the end, I was just like, okay, this is what they're going to give us. Because I think the first act was a pretty good introduction of those characters and the story overall. But in the end, it became a standard, typical Marvel film. I think, and also my biggest issue with this film is that it's kind of long, man. It is kind of long, and I got bored a couple of times in this film. I was like, oh, okay, it's dragging. It's just dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging. And that is what I mean, it's just feeling uneven, because those scenes that drags is the scenes that I think was pretty mediocre, to be honest. But people are going to either like it or hate it. So, my rating of Eternals, I'm going to give Eternals I wanted to like it more. It has great acting. It has CGI and a great cinematography and photo. Wow! And the lighting overall is just amazing. I think Chloé Zhao did a great job with the vision overall. But I think my biggest issue is just like she's crammed a lot of stuff into this film and also a lot of emotions and themes that I think it just becomes uneven and it has a lot of flaws and some of the characters overall to me wasn't that interesting to even follow. So I got a little bit bored, and also the length to me is the biggest issue because it dragged by the end. I think people are going to enjoy it for what it is, but it's nothing special. It's just a standard Marvel film. Yeah, 2.7 out of 5 for Eternals. Anyways, guys, what do you think about Eternals? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Write your comments down below and let your boy know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, with my review for the film Eternals. Until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace.